Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Monday, and that means it's Monday Night Customs time. I'm Doom Geek,
And I'm your boy Dwayne, also known as Dat Boy Dwayne, aka Skirt Skirt Young Boy.
and we're a little bit festive here at the Monday Night Customs Analyst desk for both the snow and also the exciting gameplay that we're going to review from the previous week. Let's not waste any time. Let's just jump straight into it. What game do we have here, Dwayne?
Oh, Doom Geek, I'm so glad you asked me. I've got the Christmas spirit in me. I can't wait to talk to you about this very exciting game between two very competent teams. Oh, wait, hold on. These team comps make absolutely no sense. Geez, where do we start? Okay, blue team. We've got a Zac, a Blitzcrank, a Sivir. Wait, hold on. What is this comp supposed to do? We've got like an engage combo with Zac and Sivir, who want to enable bruisers to dive the enemy team, and then like a pick comp with Blitzcrank and Talia, and then I don't even know what the mage is doing in here. Like, I guess this is a cash special pick or whatever. Does this comp make sense to you, Doom Geek?
It does look like they're trying to do two things. We kind of see Sivir and Zac, who have the ability to kind of like, once the fight kicks off, they dash in, initiate fights. But then we also have a Talia and a Blitzcrank who are able to do very solid picks. So kind of doing two separate things, both of which could be pretty effective against the other team. But currently, we have a little bit of a fractured identity here.
Yeah, that's a great point, though. While their comp makes no sense to me, I think they're really effective against the red team here with like 4 squishies in the back line, one of which is like providing utility in Morgana, and then like 3 AoE damage champs, and then like a random Maokai to peel for them. While Maokai is better at peeling than the front line of the blue team, I don't think that's going to be enough to stop a Blitzcrank. Basically, what I expect to see this game is Blitzcrank should absolutely pop off. It's so easy to land grabs against this comp. Sure, they have a Morgana Black Shield, but there are no dashes on anybody on the red team. Like, this should be free low, right?
Yeah, I think it's going to be, like you were saying before, a lot of weight on the Maokai's shoulders to potentially stop the engage from Zac, a lot of weight on Morgana to stop the Black Shields and the flips from Talia, but I don't think it's gonna be exactly that straightforward. I think the fractured team identity of the Team 2 could be more impactful than we think, but we'll see. We'll see how much the Zac is able to potentially contribute off of a Talia pick or a Blitz pick. Or are they gonna do a thing where like Zac goes in and then Blitzcrank is frantically trying to follow behind? You know, we'll see what happens. Let's hop into clip 1.
Alrighty, here's the very beginning of the game. Walk me through this, Team Geek. How are we doing?
Yeah, so it looks like both teams are currently trying to position themselves. The wave's about to crash very, very early on in the game. We're
level 6 though.
Yeah, Blitzcrank here kind of fishing at the bottom for a pick. Misses the hook and gets punished by the grab, but the Talia does manage to get a pick on the Maokai. Zac sees this opportunity, goes in, and gets good damage here. Blue team seemingly managed to make it off unscathed here. No one on blue team has died. They are low. And now Talia trying to go ahead and cut off. What a great ulti there to get Jinx. But Jinx manages to go ahead and run right past him and get huge damage here. Zac Blob's still active though. And Zac there, hear those pings. Zac is going to come back to life here. And I think Brand may have forgotten about Zac passive. Zac comes in to clear a fight in the end favoring blue team. Wow, that was kind of, that time the engage was pretty coordinated, I have to say. Zac was able to get in, and blue team was able to collapse on red.
Oh, and I gotta say, you gotta love the bloodthirsty forward pathing by Jinx here. Just walking forward past the Talia knockup, right into the enemy team to suicide in a very honorable way.
Yeah, it's really honestly preventing it from being a total loss. That Jinx sacrificing herself there kind of made the fight a little more even at the end there. But
Oh yeah. It was a good thing. Definitely a good thing. It wasn't crazy in any way.
Big brain, big brain. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next clip here, and let's see. The game's progressed a little bit. The gold lead is still pretty close, but we see that blue team is still riding the coattails of coming out ahead earlier. We have red team slowly positioning up. We have Blitzcrank here, clearly aggressively positioning, looking for a pick. Blitzcrank charges up, already very low here. Dangerous though, gets popped immediately. And now we have multiple ultis, Maokai ulti and GP ulti creating a lot of space here. Zac getting the back turn to create some space, but Zac is the only one there. The rest of the team got picked off by the GP ulti. Red team able to collapse, kill the Zac, and then come out ahead here. A reversal of fortune there. Wow, that was a little bit less coordinated, especially once the Blitz got picked off and Zac still tried to go in after that.
Yikes, and that was a really great GP ult too. I don't think there's much more to say there except the blue team just ran in one by one and got decimated.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this next clip, and hopefully blue team is able to get more of the energy we saw in the first clip here. But we do see red team start to pull ahead in the goal advantage here. The wave clear happening on the blue team. It's great silver W's to go and push with the wave here. Red team is very, very low. Blitz here trying to look for it, and he gets it, just the tip. Morgana tries to get the black shield, doesn't get enough, but a lot of damage here onto the Blitz. Malzahar ult failing here, and we have Jinx currently popping off here, getting a huge amount of clear. A triple here. Jinx currently being unpunished here, and this is a pentakill. So looks like the combination of the space from Maokai was able to let Jinx pop off and like completely pull out ahead for red team.
Oh, and I'm actually getting a message from our production team. It seems like we're actually not broadcasting the clips of the game. Is that something that we can look into, production?
Oh, let's take a look at this real quick. All right, let's go ahead and check this out again. Our apologies for that technical difficulty there. I'll tell you what, this
Honestly,
is the first
it's
clip.
The interns. We're never hiring another intern.
This is really the first clip, though, that I think that is one of the more interesting ones. Let's go and take a look here, as we talked about before. So once again, we have red team being very low. Blitzcrank trying to look for the grab and manages to get the Morgana. Black shield comes up. It's too late. We've got a lot of brand damage coming down here. The Malzahar ult on the GP. GP cancels out with an orange. Now red team is on the hunt. The Maokai giving space. Jinx going crazy here, following up, huge damage here, and as we were kind of mentioning before in the audio, Jinx does manage to get a penta in the end there. They begin to move up, and wow, this is a pretty big fight there for red team. Let's go walk through this fight a little more.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think like the real red flag here, or what really kicks this off for the demise of the blue team, is actually kind of subtle, but Malzahar's positioning here at the bottom. You can see it's kind of like a 1v1 versus Malzahar versus Jinx here at the bottom. So watch Malzahar walk up. He tries to ult. GP, the only person on the other team that can escape, and is just a sitting duck for Jinx, who's able to get a reset off of him and then just absolutely pop off in the fight. And even though Jinx is looking really flashy in this game and ends up getting a pentakill here, notice all of the AoE damage that came out of both Brand and Gangplank. I think Brand and Gangplank absolutely carried this fight. It was nuts. They did so much damage while the blue team was clumped up trying to initiate on them, and absolutely blue team got punished.
I was just about to call that out. As you see the Jinx start popping off there, everyone is still burning from Brand. What a ton of damage there. Brand, good damage here. All right, let's go ahead.
My Brand!
Let's go ahead and move into this last fight here. Now, blue team actually has managed to catch up back in gold a little bit here, but red team still ahead just a little bit. Maokai here trying to create the space. We have the situation again where we have Taliyah kind of looking at the bottom here. Taliyah tries to go and check the GP, but here the Maokai is the one going and kicking it off here. With locking down most of blue team, Zac tries to trade places with him, but currently Maokai is still super full health here. Zac actually finally goes down here. We have most of red team up. Red team recollapsing to go clear out those blobs. Red team still up ahead. We have a low health Cash here. It was taken out by a long range rocket, and now it's just a cleanup by red team. And now, will they be able to actually close this out? Because we are at the point in which respawn timers are pretty late. Red team continue to push up here. And I think this is probably game. We have Taliyah coming up in 10. We'll see if they manage to go ahead and... Oh, there's so much damage happening to the tower. We kind of talked about this earlier, right, Dwayne? Like, there's a lot of damage from red team. Like, it's a very damage-heavy comp, and it shines right here. They took out those 2 towers like it was nothing. And at the end, it's a red team victory.
Wow, that was wild. Let's run that back just a little bit and look at how that fight unfolded. So the way this went down is kind of what I was talking about in Champ Select. You have these two, the Zac diving in the back line. He's trying to enable his bruisers to follow up, but there's no bruisers on his team. He's not going to kill a Jinx by himself back here. I mean, sure, the Brand dies, but at this point, you don't care if the Brand dies. Brand got his ult off, Brand got his skills off, and Jinx is here to clean up. So the anti-synergy of the blue team here really just makes it fall apart. There's nothing that Sivir can do here in the back. She has absolutely no front line to protect her. And that's it. I mean, I know that you're a late game Sivir, you're going to do a lot of damage, you're going to clear a lot of waves, but what are you going to do in a team fight when there's no one to stand in front of you?
Yeah, and then on top of that, it's still so surprising how the Maokai was able to fight 4v1 and come out with a lot of health here. I think that little bit of gold difference we saw, it was a lot bigger than difference we thought, especially the way it manifests for the Maokai. And ultimately, like we said before, it does result in a victory for Team 1. So, wow, look at that. All right.
Yeah, you can't forget the Maokai skills too.
Totally. Okay, well, I think that pretty much concludes the clip for today. I'm really looking forward to see what new strategies we continue to try to figure out in this new Howling Abyss with the debris, the gates. I think the meta has not been solved yet.
Absolutely, but I don't know, the high damage comps that can take out towers really quickly when they win a team fight, they seem to be pretty strong right now. I do have a question though, Geek. Do we have an MVP for that game?
Oh, that's a good reminder. Yeah, so after kind of looking back and forth, we wanted to go call out Illuminati in this case as our MVP on brand that game. You know, a lot of times we are looking at the flashy pentas from Jinx, but kind of we wanted to recognize all of that burn damage that was occurring from Brand.
Absolutely, and this game is really on brand for Illuminati, and I think he's really solidifying his brand as a really good brand player. It was honestly, I think it was close between him and Hector on the GP, but they both did a really great job just pumping out damage in these team fights, positioning really well, and not getting grabbed by the Blitzcrank and the Taliyah.
Yeah. I want to say like the kind of brand performance we're seeing here from Illuminati is probably not like brand new for him. You know, I'm pretty sure he's used to that. So once again, congratulations Illuminati on the MVP for this week. Alright, I think that's it for our show this time around. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you on the Abyss. I'm Doom Geek.
And I'm your boy Dwayne. Happy holidays.
Catch y'all later.